I've never been as happy as right now, but shit, I gotta cope with the fact that it dies down. Cause in the end, I just wake up salty, start my day with a pot of black coffee.
Time to cover another indie game that's been on my list for a little bit. Released back in November of last year, Megabonk is the debut indie game of Vedanad. Definitely not another game developer. Regardless, this roguelike describes itself as a 3D Vampire Survivors, a game that I'm not really super into. I played a brief demo of it on the Nintendo Switch. But will this game live up to the hype of a game that was quickly nominated for several awards? Well, we're gonna find that out today playing Megabonk. The premise of this game is really simple. You pick a character from a variety that you can unlock, each with a unique starting loadout. My personal favorite at the time of recording this is Calcium, a funny looking skeleton on a skateboard with shades who throws bones around and actually gets stronger with how high your movement speed gets and how fast you're going. Then the game yeets you into a stage where it lets you kind of auto-battle and kill endless respawning enemies, hence the comparison to Vampire Survivors, to gain experience and to level up to get extra weapons and tomes to apply modifiers like more projectiles or gain more experience or increase the difficulty. These can also give you upgrades to existing gear, so it requires a bit of planning so you can make a build that can survive. If you don't like the pool you get, you can always use a skip or reroll to try to get better gear or stick to upgrading equipment you already have. You can also use banishes on these or in items that you can find in chests that you can open with gold or killing many bosses or other challenges around the map. Banishing an item will prevent it from reappearing for the rest of your run though, so make your choices wisely. The levels are full of different things to do. Aside from the differences in terms of the graphics, like the forest and the desert, they have unique events and mechanics. You can find little combat challenges to try and grind since you are on a time limit. You get 10 minutes to power up and face the boss of the stage, or bosses if you're crazy enough to take on these curses. After the time runs out, these ghosts keep spawning and it's just to earn extra silver at the end. Basically this game's unlock currency. Speaking of which, the unlock system is super easy since the game just tells you what you need to do to unlock them and then you purchase them with silver. You could say this makes it more of a roguelike, combined with also purchasing additional weapon and tome slots. All of this game still comes down to your skills and how you assemble a build and how well you manage your resources on the map. Runs can last longer than just one stage in the final onslaught. As you beat a tier for a stage, you unlock the next tier, where on future runs, you can take the boss portal after defeating the boss to go to the next stage, up to a third stage where you'll then face a final boss, which I still haven't done yet. Additionally, these tiers do add some difficulty and other events, some needed for unlocking other stages, so once you learn a character well, you should still keep running them on the higher tiers so you can round out unlocks to make it a lot easier to then grind for more unlocks that you still need. Other challenges come in the form of these challenge modifiers. I personally haven't beaten any at the time of the script being written, but I'm excited to give these a try since some seem fun and others, well, I might need them as a little bit of a push to help get a hitless run. Aside from the gameplay, the art style looks very silly. It reminds me a lot of the meme games that were really popular during the early 2020s, like Muck and Crab Game from Danny Dev. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep making this joke. If it is Danny Dev who made this game, good for him. Glad to see that he's still making games. I'm not gonna keep making this joke about him and Vedanad being the same person. You guys can look into it on your own time. The jankiness is charming. Maybe that's just my style since I've been on the web for a long time. Or maybe I just love low poly stuff. Or a bit of both. The music is also pretty nice. You eventually unlock the option to select music, but it's also good, so I just kinda let it play whatever, because I enjoy it. While this may be a shorter review, don't let that make you think any less of this game. It's really an experience that you should try out. Megabonk is insanely good for the price point that it was released at. Like, it's not a good game if it's on sale. If you have $10, I think you should spend it. I do have some hangups with the game and some characters, but that's mainly just my playstyle preferences and a little bit of a skill issue. I still would personally give this game a 9 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, even if it is a shorter video to fill time before I can get some of the bigger things out. If you like what you saw, or monkey, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends, all the other YouTube buzzwords. I'm not really sure what the next indie review will be, but I hope to see you guys then.